Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to discuss Tezos and its machine learning based price forecast for XTZ token, conduct time weighted average price and SMA and DCA related accumulation strategies. None of the content is financial advice. We also have an estimated bull run target for Tezos again, and to those celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas today. Uh, let's get started. Over the last 7 days or so, Tezos has been rallying the most. As a 7 day performer, up by about 18% over the last 24 hours. Also, Tezos has been up. Over here you can see Tezos up by about 2.5%. Price at around $1.44. Market cap slightly under 1.5 billion. In terms of market cap based rank, it's ranked number 72, and does have a 1 billion circulating supply, total supply 1.04 billion, so almost more than 95% of the total supply is in circulation. Does not have a max supply. It's a smart contract layer 1 blockchain. Again, it's a it's an older crypto. Again, has an scalability solution as well. Launched in 2014, proposed in 2014, launched in 2018, and again has been around for a while. You can see that most of the token unlocks have occurred as late as in July of 2022. So that's where we are in terms of the 1 year market cap versus price chart. You can see the price growth and the market cap growth chart are essentially one and the same. That means whatever growth happens in market cap gets reflected back in price. That is a testament of good tokenomics. Now, in terms of the current price and the key levels, again, the 20-week simple moving average for Tezos and its token XTZ is at around 90 cents, at 21-week EMA at around $1.03. So those are the two levels to watch if there is a further correction. In terms of the Fibonacci based retracement related analysis for XTZ, the 0.23 fib level is at around $2.50. That would be a key level to watch. In the last bull market, the all-time high was at around $9.21. Right now the token is well below that level. Has this token has been around for multiple cycles. Again, in 2017 had a higher high than the last time around. You can see in terms of fib retracement related key levels to watch. The last time that the token previous all-time high was at around $12. The last time the token did come close to the 0.78 level, slightly shy of that. That would be at around $9.59, whereas the 2021 high was at around $9.21. So if we were to extrapolate that to about just shy of 0.786 fib level this time around, that would be somewhere between $7 and $7.30. And again, a conservative estimate for XTZ would be at around $5.90. The rationalization behind this analysis is that XTZ has not made a new all-time high starting 2017. In the last bull run, it went slightly below the 0.78 fib level. This time, again, a conservative estimate between 618 fib and 786 fib, between $5.90 and $7.36. That would be one way to forecast what XTZ could do in the future. Right now, price at around $1.40. In terms of the forecast graph that we have for Tezos based on our machine learning based analysis, this is again one row dedicated to XTZ. All of the content over here available on cryptoweeklies.com. The link on the bottom of your screen. You don't have to sign up or pay for anything. This is available for all. For the next 6 months, our machine learning model thinks that in a bull case, at a non-euphoria bull case, the price for Tezos could be between, that is one standard deviation bull case, between $1.65 and $3.19. If on the other hand there is a euphoria in the market, and Tezos participates in that euphoria like it did back in October, November, when the price grew from 65 cents to almost $1.72 inside a month. Inside a month, and inside a month and about 5 weeks time period. And if that kind of prolonged euphoria lasts for Tezos, the two standard deviation ceiling is between $1.87 and $7.40. Quite confluent with this 0.6768 fib level. Again, those are the two standard deviation ceiling. In terms of a pullback, if the market continues to bleed for the next 6 months, the one standard deviation bottom for Tezos is between 70 cents and $1.29. We like to with the machine learning forecast, what we like to do is present all the scenarios. If there is a bear market thrown by the crypto market or the macro forces, again, no model can forecast what exactly has to happen. That is always going to be dynamic. But what we can do with this what this model can enable is present what are theoretical ceilings and floors, and make us prepared for most of the scenarios that the market could throw. Again, a 95% bull case is that means that there is only a 5% chance that the prices exceed this orange line. There is only a 32% chance that the prices go above this yellow line. And again, if you could also divide this by 2, again, instead of 32%, it's actually a 16% chance, because the yellow line and the green line together make 68% possibilities. The possibility to the downside and to the upside together outside of this yellow and the green line is 32% cumulatively speaking. That means if you divide that 32 by 2, that is 16% chance the prices go higher than this yellow line. Whereas in terms of the bull case, only 2.5% at this orange line, only a 2.5% chance that the prices go above this 2 standard deviation ceiling to the upside, because what we have is equivalent 2 standard deviation bear case for Tezos as well. So both of them together, these orange and the green lines together form the 2 standard deviation ceiling and floor. So again, and what we try to do with this forecast is try to overlay that kind of price forecasted by the machine learning model, overlay that with the cycle theory to estimate which phase of the market cycle we are and what is more likely to happen based on historical data. So for example, in post halving years, Tezos and its performance last time around from 2020, if we look 4 years back, from $2 the price did go to as high as about $7.65 at a weekly average level. Again, the last in this view that we discussed, the 2017 highs were higher than the 2021 highs. That is because these are weekly candles. Again, these are not weekly average prices, but again weekly candles. But if you look at the weekly close for Tezos back then, was at around $7.38, and this time around it was at around $7.88. So slightly higher than the last the 2017 high if you look at in terms of averages. So Tezos in 2021 did make a 3.5x from $2 level when 2021 began till about $7.5 around October of 2021. At one point, the price was at higher than $9. Again, those were daily prices. That is not weekly average price. So this 2 standard deviation machine learning based price forecast at $7.40. Again, although it's not the most likely scenario at this point in time, the most likely scenario if 2025 is a bull market, the first likely scenario is this yellow line. If those yellow line the forecast presented by the yellow line get challenged at a week by week level, the secondary level of resistance is this orange line. So that's how I would interpret this data. In terms of the SMA model, which is the simple moving average price based risk score for Tezos, helps understand the accumulation base time to avoid accumulating, especially that is, for example, if the hypothesis is not to accumulate, let's say whenever the risk levels are higher than 50%, over here let's say avoid accumulation in this zones, the model does help gray out some of the higher higher risk level scenarios when accumulation does not make that much of a sense. If you are looking to avoid accumulating at shorter term bubbles, right now the risk is at around 54%, and a forward looking guidance per this model is a moderate risk for environment for Tezos is between $3.70 and about $4.64 at this point, and above $4.64 and $5.59 is higher risk environment for Tezos. In terms of the dollar cost average or the regression based approach to analyzing polynomial regression based approach to analyzing when is the best time to DCA, again this model does a better job in identifying the bottom. So if the hypothesis is only to DCA when, let's say, the risk levels are less than 30%, the model does help understand, and this is a real time model. That means although it looks at the regression based analysis, the findings of the model can still be used in real time. So for example, at this point in time the regression risk is at around 30%, that means around 70% reward, 30% risk, does identify the market cycle bottoms again at around 72 cents. Although the eventual high was at around 62 cents, it still provided a range where accumulation did make some sense. Again, you can go as low as you want to go. Again, if the hypothesis is only personally speaking for alts, what the hypothesis personally is only DCA when the risk is less than 20%. Again, this model does account for those kind of times where DCA makes the most sense. Again, per this model, this is a very conservative estimate for Tezos between $2.07 and about $3.39. This is again at real time. This does not provide a bull run peak. This is just a risk reward based model. In terms of the time weighted average price analysis, per this model, the Tezos price is below the time weighted average price, which is the blue line. That means over a multiple year period, accumulating below this blue line is not a worst idea if the hypothesis is Tezos has one more bull run in store, that is in the mania phase of the 2025 bull run. If Tezos were to participate, accumulation below the blue line is not the terrible idea per the model. Again, you can see that when the prices eventually surpass this blue line, they have the tendency to stay there for a prolonged period of time. Right now the time weighted average price is at around $2.10. In terms of estimated bull run target for Tezos with all of these models as a cumulative regression risk at 30%, time weighted average price risk rounded to 0%, that is because price is lower than the time weighted average price. Simple moving average based risk is at around 50%. Roughly speaking, the weighted risk is 25% or 26%, that is 1/4 risk, 3/4 reward. Estimated bull peak for Tezos is at around $5.23, and that represents a reward of about 3.65x from the current price of about $1.43. And with this, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please subscribe and also give this video a like, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day, and hope you have a wonderful holiday season.